as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here we go, Slide.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Samuel going to go in motion right. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields going to move him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much.
Wilson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Down to the 42, second down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here we go. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now it's Fields.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On first down, Fields.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 16-yard line.
Fields changing the play.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Nothing after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Third and long. It's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Third and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
And taken at the 46. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
On play action, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Right back to Pitts again.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Ravens at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly.
There he goes, left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Back to throw again. That is caught.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd down and 8.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Fields going to change things up here.
From the 25 on 2nd down.
Fields. Room past the 35.
And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Fields throwing again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now, since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas.
62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now here's Samuel on the end around.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Fields is intercepted for a third time.
It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Jacobs going to try the middle. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off play action, Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here we go.
To get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Fields now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A fake there on the jet sweep as it's Fields off play action.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
This is Donnell with the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Fields going to move him around.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Thank you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
To the air again, Fields.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnett, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Back to throw here.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds. A few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Easy, easy, easy.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now it's Fields.
Over the middle here to Donnell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be returned from deep in the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. It's Barnett. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. There he goes left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's to the 10.
And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Fields.
Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Reek Willen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hey, Ken. 11. Hey, Ken.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
218 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. change things up.
Right back to him on first down.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.